Greetings. Long time no see. This is the Blind Samurai. You know, same guy, different way of speaking, man. It's called linguistics. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of silly linguistics. And never mind my face at this point. I've just been roughing it out. I'm in my office laboratory of about 17 sub-projects. Let's go ahead and give you, for instance, that tower behind me is a project. You've seen my tachyon rifle. Unfortunately, I don't have anything better to give you other than the static patternization here in the air. Because there's tachyon energy present in here. Because I have a tachyon generator running. Unbeknownst to anyone's knowledge. Now then, I'll just kind of go international, and I've already made these introductions. I'm the same guy. I'm a multinational, international man, not of mystery. I don't play hide and seek, sorry. I'm all Jekyll and no Hyde, if that makes any sense to your linguistic associations and lingo and slangs, if that's not well enough for you. Now, as you can tell, I can kind of really huck at you just like this. Just like that. I'm hucking and do this kind of shit. And you don't even know. Alright? So don't fuck with me. Here's me. My epilepsy fucks with me sitting here watching the static patterns. Plus, I haven't had any fucking epilepsy medicine for 2 years, even though I've got the goddamn prescription and medical marijuana card up in Michigan that has to be renewed. But I already touched base on all that in my YouTube channels. So now that introductions are over, you can look me up now on Twitter as the Blind Samurai. That's been going on for over a year, by the way. And I'm part of Team Trump. I'm rolling and rocking Ohio State University, Grayside. I'm rolling with my blind man samurai shit here. And as you can tell, as I change the camera angle here, quantum observer effect here in the laboratory, because I actually have anti-quantum technology in here as well. And I'll show you how that works mildly. For instance, you see what color those bars are in the toaster oven with this microwave. You see how I have it placed ever so perfectly as a grounding bar. Do you see my blind man's fishing pole here? Do you see how I've set this up so you can see that I've always been the same guy? That's storage, by the way. Those boxes are full of parts and the cans, which, by the way, Mr. Mark Walter Smith couldn't be more wrong. But these aluminums in perfect precinct technology, you know, look at that dome, that convex lensing. See that ding there? No good for me in its use now. Yeah, I need pristine cans, which means I can't just pick up a bunch of cans off the side of the road. You can't tell that's fucking agitation with a bit of a goddamn stark sarcastic attitude. You really are an insult to your own intelligence. Anyway, so, reason why I choose these. First off, my mom. My stepmom. She selected this. And to the heart, and Nostrovia salute. But this is an empty can. The alcohol in it reacts with the aluminum. You understand? And the honey that's in this also coats the aluminum. And hops is a deep, dark lager, as this is an extra rich lager. As you can see, with front-facing cameras, everything's backwards. Anyway, so it works just like a mirror. That's why these are all backwards, okay? Now then, I've already posted things like these parts here and what they're used for with electromagnetic and the glass insulator. So instantly, say I take this piece of glass tube with an hourglass in it that changes the wave just like that. causes the actual wave. I found this in an ashtray over behind Four Horsemen. It's no good for me on this side of it because I'd have to file this down right to the dip or just snap it off right here. What I need is a pristine one for the hourglass effect, which causes the silicon to react with light sources. For instance, here's my clean desk. I have that desk. That's one workstation. I have refrigerator, power station, cooking. I've got this area that I'd have to almost go. Like I said, I'm doing a tour here. And as you can see, I've got miscellaneous. Hold on, let me make sure I got that on film here, because I'm doing this backwards. So I got copper wire running through this. This is actually already working. That's a trans stepper through static electrical carbon, grounded, and then reamplified. This I've had to use because the inside of this actually, and this is gold pieces I find and other things, you know. But, and this is where the brain is, which I also have gold here connected to, and a gold cap that I found. And these are grounding pieces to change that brain that I now added a light bulb to, and I've kept in the dark now. And now it does something really interesting in the dark. You can almost see the eyeball in it, and it's squinting at you. Yeah, it's alive. I used my own DNA. Let's see here. We got the Trulies that have, read it, 5%. And they're a lemonade hard seltzer. And black and yellow Serbia. The original black and yellow. Okay. You can see my disdain now. I hope you can feel it, because I should. In your fuckers' faces, that's what. Now I'll use that spit to create a dissociationary smear. And as you can see, there is a secondary light source in this room somehow, even though there's only one active light source. One moment. I might have to even take this out of the case. I have to make this video short. Almost done here. This thing, as you can see, speaker, can inside of a can. Now imagine if I took those glass tubes and wrapped them with aluminum cores down the center and placed them all the way around this with a voltage added to that speaker. I'll let you know what Tesla, Nikola Tesla, is a baby compared to what I'm doing. This is all deterrent-based systems, since I am in a residential. As you can see, it also changes my eye color with just shading. Yeah, there's a secondary light source available in this room that I cannot directly identify. And this Afro-Yugoslav is getting real temperamental about shit. So anyway, computer station, clean space, auxiliary memory, the alien, and my library is kind of halfway in between everything. And of course I've got that stuff, my old school, beautiful keyboard that survived the Seth Avenue fire. All of my stuff survived. Even in the room that was directly underneath the fire. You've seen that on This Is a Hate Crime. Now I don't usually, that's why I released my social security number and first middle name. There's no middle name any longer. It's one first name with a space. By Department of State, State's Department, PayPal, Homeland Security, all verified this. Sorry not to be a weirdo for you. But I can fuck you up real hardcore on that. I could look like another kid out there called Brett just by throwing a fucking few sets of clothing over. So perception is fickle, as I've warned before. Now then, I think that's about as close as it gets to the tour. And I'll be wrapping that up at 10 minutes effectively. I'll give you a nice Vulcan salute. Nostrovia. Salut. Ura.